Hey everyone, it's baze.djunkiii from Hamburg, Germany, back with a new video, and well, back with a new unboxing video because incoming mail and all that. Had another envelope sitting in my mailbox today, but now we are going to open this one from George Mastrokostas from Athens, from the Sound and Silence label. You know the name basically if you've been following my channel for years, because well, they've been sorting me out for a while. Sound and Silence is a label based in Athens, Greece, musically, sonically based, originally in like classic ambient, sometimes with a kind of kitschy esoteric twist when it came to their like first, I guess 50 or 60 releases, but then they opened up the spectrum and developed into like post-rock, darker ambient stuff, some beat stuff even, and but they've opened up over the last years a lot. So let's find out what this one brings. Feels like two new albums. Let's have a look. And yeah, a nice meeting, as I mentioned in the last video at the last party. So I'm looking forward to meet more new people because there will be changes in my life coming, and I got big plans for labels, for other things, for re-releases, for merch and stuff. And if you want to support me, usually I don't pitch for that like a lot, but there is a merch link down there to my spread shop. Like you can buy Introducing recordings, free bags forward, quality electronic music shirts, and you can buy stuff at BANDCAMP down up there somewhere in the end card and stuff. But if you have thought about supporting me at some point, now is the time, because well, I need to raise a lot of money, maybe a few $1,000, and for reasons and for plans and stuff and projects. And we are in talks with people about other things that I cannot reveal yet, but which might involve DJing as well, and bigger or like more regular DJ projects and stuff. So I'm stepping forward like a lot right now, and well, funding is always like a good thing for that. But now let's find out what the Greek guys sent me, what George Mastrokostas sent me in this envelope. And I guess I'm right, two new albums here with press releases, all coming in with the like flap mechanism that is like so typical for Sound and Silence. Oh, I've lost this one, and I haven't seen with any other label yet. So we got a press sheet for an album by an artist that is called With Open Arms. So this is a musical alias I haven't seen on the Sound and Silence label yet so far. Sound and Silence 122, Someplace Like Home is the title. Limited edition, has been released on April 28th actually. And this is a new collaborative project between electronic producer Dan Robertson, who is known for a solo project as Trice and Archaic, interestingly spelled like Arkayik, and it's also one half of the drum and bass duo Headspace, which I'm also not familiar with, but the name sounds like mid-90s drum and bass-ish kind of, think breakbeat science and all that kind of stuff. I might be totally mistaken, but this sounds more like mid-90s just from the name, because the names have gotten more techy kind of in the late 90s and then switched to other things later. And he's working together with ambient musician Ben Rath, who's also running an acoustic lo-fi project, Slow Hard Music, and Astral Harmonies as an electronic music. They've known each other from a long time, or for a long time, living in different parts of the country, whatever country this might be, and they are collaborating for the first time, I guess. 44 minutes, a 40-minute plus journey of multiple intersecting parts, beautifully mastered by George Mastrokostas, and they chart a trajectory through atmospheric ambience, electronic composition, subtle rhythms, and melodic phrases. So once again, dance floor, like not really, but like IDM, chill out dance floor maybe, and also field recordings and loop guitar drones. Ambient music for attentive listening, moving through shades of light and dark, sometimes through soothing, sometimes stimulating and emotionally affecting. Sounds like an ebb and flow, and might be an ebb and flow here involved as well, because this is like an interesting shot from the beach. Never been at such a place where we have this like cavity or like a arc of rocks and stuff, and you can see through it and see the sand. Actually, the color is interesting. This is a mixture of ochre and greenish and like military green. So we got the Sound and Silence logo here. Opens once again with a typical flap mechanism, and this is copy 063 of 200 with a CD here and a full-on track list as well, which reveals a lot of tracks, and some of them might be in Welsh or Gaelic, which might be a nod to that band run by the female singer and I guess bass guitar player of Guttersnipe, which is called Tristrish I Fennywood or something like that. I cannot pronounce Gaelic, but which is making waves a lot like these days with this like esoteric goth folk ritual thing, like all sung in Welsh, I guess. So especially the titles here with a lot of Y's and the high ref in the middle point me to that kind of like old Germanic language or like Old English or whatever you might call it. So interesting stuff with like a nod to ancient times. And the next one is Jar, J-R-A-R-R, a name you've seen on the label, of course. The title is Evangeline, Sound and Silence 121, also released on April 28th. This is a collaboration, an ongoing collaboration between John Atwood and Ray Robertson. John Atwood is known for Yellow 6 and Ray Robertson is known for Wadwo, and this is a new full-length album, the fourth album by the project for Sound and Silence, and they say about the artists themselves say about the project that one half of them leans into structure, into like the rhythm of a certain BPM like foundation, so we got pulses and stuff, and the other one is like more of a free-floating experimental mind that it doesn't give much about like structures, and is more into like freestyle, free-floating development of sound and stuff. And this is the result of their collaboration. There are 6 albums in total basically, and they try to think about rhythm in a different way, not only in terms of music but in a wider sense, patterns, cycles, the way things repeat. The number 6 basically is a number with symmetry, natural order to it. It's a hexameter in poetry, 6 beats to a line, a structure that carries an inevitable rolling momentum, and that is basically the main concept about what they did here. Also with has a kind of frosty mosaic. It reminds me of early winter actually, so I guess I will put up that album cover on Instagram and take the other one as a thumbnail maybe. Also 200 copies of this album. This is copy 073. Jar, Evangeline, or Evangeline. Basically got some card here, and we got also a track list. It had a lot of M's in there: Murmuring Pines, Maneuvers, Oh Moose, Infinite Meadows, Embrasure, Magnolia, 17 Summers. So this could be more of a scenic, albeit maybe colder, or like broader affair maybe. The color like points to a certain frostiness, I guess, but I will find out. Find reviews to these albums on my website, Erzählt.de. As I said, leave me a comment, leave me a mark, leave me a note on wherever down here in the doobly-doos. Check out my socials, radio shows coming up and stuff, and see you in the next one, maybe in a few days. Definitely in a few days, because there is news. So, Bass Junkie out. See you in the next one.